So this is what Matt's currently doing.
Just started.
What are you doing, babe?
Basically just trying to clean it up enough so I can slap a coat of barn paint on it and tidy it up a bit. Turn it back into a half decent toilet for the campsite.
So the colour we're going for is just a darker green, because as you can see it looks a bit tatty. It's been sitting around for a while. I don't know if you can see in this light, but that... Oh, you've done one end.
Yeah, I bought this now 15 years ago, 18 years ago or something. Never used it, and it's just been it's suffered as a result, I think. It'll be all right when it's done.
But it's watertight now, isn't it?
Hey?
You've made it watertight.
Yeah. It's had a new floor, 18mm OSB board, and so it's solid inside and all new beams underneath. But it's got a strong steel chassis anyway, so although it looks horrific at the minute, the base is sound. And yeah, I mean these windows are horrible, but we'll do something with those. I just want it to look green so it's not too much of an eyesore whilst doing it up.
Yeah.
That might sound I'm doing it backwards, but it's just so as it is.
So it's got two doors. There's a female door and a male door there. So it's actually separated. I'm not really sure what we're doing inside yet. We might open it all up. I don't know. We haven't really got that far yet. We're just trying to make it look half decent so we can have it lying around without people going, oh gosh, it's unsightly. So this is an update on the painting situation. Matt has just started the second coat of the green.
On the top half.
Are you happy with the colour, Matt?
Yeah. Yeah, I really like it.
It's hard to get it all in.
It does seem to be darker when it dries, but that's good. But, yeah. This paint's amazing.
So we always tend to use, is it Bedeck?
Bedeck barn paint.
Bedeck barn paint.
Semi-gloss, I think this is dark green. Yeah, it's excellent.
It just lasts so long, doesn't
It's
it?
sort of almost it's like a sort of plastic coating almost. So yeah, it's really good at kind of waterproofing as well. Really, if you really slap it on, you're probably not supposed to, but I do. And then if you've got little gaps around the screws or even tiny little holes, it seems to find its way into them and prevent any leaks, which is a bonus. Yeah, it's good. I mean, we've been using it for years, haven't we?
Yeah, we've got through quite a lot of black pots, haven't we?
Yeah.
I mean, I was just looking at the barn here. You could do with it, really.
The thing is,
That's been quite a while.
Windows as and when we find it.
That really needs a good bit of black paint on it. That's been a long time actually. I've painted that many years ago.
What's that do?
The end of the barn there.
Yeah, I mean back in the day, I used to. There was an old boy farmer around here who always used to say you want to use old engine oil mixed with diesel. Yeah, I think that's what he used to say. And I must admit, it really used to go into the wood, and it probably is an excellent preservative. I mean, I don't suppose it's particularly green, if you know what I mean, but it did used to work quite well. It certainly does preserve things, but it kind of stinks a bit. And of course, with kids and stuff, if they end up leaning up against it or touching it when it's really hot in the summer, it leaches out. So it ends up sort of, if they've got nice clothes on, which generally none of us have. But if you do, then you'll end up with a black mark all over it. Whereas this stuff's just, yeah, it's great. Having said that, it's not cheap. But it's the only thing that we've really found really works, and it's water based, so you can just wash your brushes out and stuff when you're done, which is good as well.
Can I open the end door here?
Yeah, it's the right tip in there.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
It's just good
it's
to show people. Okay,
It's got some of the old polystyrene that I took out of the walls from here.
Ugh.
Which
Still got the picture up.
probably plan to put back in.
So we've never used this. Matt brought this a long time ago and it's just never been used.
I bought it from a guy who he lived near Chelmsford, and when V Festival, I don't know if that still goes on, but when V Festival
I'm not sure either.
first reared its head, like an outdoor, a mini sort of Glastonbury vibe, I think that was their intention. He owned a plot of land quite near to it, and he thought he was being a bit of an entrepreneur, so he basically bought this, and he was going to offer camping, radically cheaper camping, and this was going to be the toilet block. So this had it was a his and hers, so in one end it had like, oh God, I don't know, like 4 urinals and like 3 sit down loos and a couple of sinks, and then the other side was just a ladies sit down toilet with sink. And his plan was that he would offer camping at a radically reduced rate, and unfortunately what he hadn't banked on was just the fact that I think he said they ended up offering camping or something, and it wasn't like next door, so people would have to drive to get there. So he hadn't really thought it through very well, and he ended up during that weekend or whenever it was, he had one person stay one night. So yeah, basically it never really worked out for him. But I mean, I think back in the day I bought it for £1,000, which seemed like a bargain, but and it sat around for 20 years.
So Matt did quite a few months ago sort out that corner because it was leaking. So he has sort of ripped most bits out, but yeah, as you can see, the floors in there.
And the whole thing's really flimsy at the minute because it hasn't really got any structure.
So there's a lot of work to do.
Yeah, it'll be worth it, mate.
Yeah.
But it'll be, you know, it'll be okay. And if it doesn't really work out for what we want, we'll just sell it. So there you go.
So there's the update. So that's the painting done for the toilet block. Really pleased with the colour. It's a lovely, gorgeous green. Doesn't stand out. It's just what we wanted. The Bedeck barn paint, they don't actually have quite many colours to choose from. So it can be quite tricky sometimes, but that colour is perfect. We don't want it to stand out, we just want it to blend in. So that really pleased with that. So that's one of the easy jobs ticked off. Quite enjoyable job really. And so next up, Matt said he is going to plug it in, try and get some power to it, see what the pipes are like underneath, holding water, because until we do that we don't really know how much of a job it's going to be. So fingers crossed it holds water, and then we can flush a toilet, and then we're going to see how that goes, and then we can put some plans together exactly what we're going to do inside. I imagine we're probably going to keep it how it is, so have one toilet on the end, and then the other door will be another toilet with a nice shower. So I imagine, but as I say, until we actually know what we're working with, then we can make some firm decisions. But that was last week, and it was so nice and warm to get the painting done. This week is a bit colder again. It's turned a bit chilly again, but that doesn't stop Matt at all. It's just that we've got other things going on. So anyway, once he cracks on with it, it is amazing what he can get done. And the great thing is Matt can do it all really. So once we've found out set plans, and then we can really crack on with it, because it's like early March now. You know, the weeks just fly by here. So it'll be June in no time, and we set a deadline for June to definitely get it done. So next video will be Matt plugging it in and see what happens. Fingers crossed water doesn't fly out the bottom of the toilet block. So yeah, till next time, see you then.